a 1,000 square meter room in Wuxi, Jiangsu province, a supercomputer known as the world's most powerful brain is running at high speed. This supercomputer is the Sunway Taihu Light. It took the #1 spot on the latest edition of the semi-annual Top 500 list for the fastest supercomputers in the world. Supercomputers are referred to as accelerators for economic transformation and scientific researches. In June of this year, Sunway Taihu Light overtook Tianhe-2, the previous record holder for the past 3 years, with a performance nearly 3 times faster. Sunway Taihu Light consists of 40 cabinets of local components and another 8 of network components. The supercomputer is the first of its kind to use the Chinese-designed SW26010 core processor and only domestic products for its essential components. What is such a gigantic supercomputer capable of? It has a peak rating of 125 petaflops and a benchmark rating of 93 petaflops, both the world's highest in their respective categories. In other words, the number of computations it can compete within 1 minute would take the world's entire 7.2 billion people, each using a calculator, to work non-stop for 32 years. Sunway Taihu Light will mainly serve the major national science and technology projects, such as the calculation of the falling path of Tiangong-1 Space Lab. Meanwhile, the supercomputer will offer a lift for industrial innovation. So far, the Sunway Taihu Light has done computations for more than 100 research institutes, helping them compute over 100 major applications. Its service has covered 19 sectors, such as meteorology, maritime studies, aerospace and aeronautics, biology, pharmacy, high-energy physics, and life sciences. As an element for high-tech development, supercomputers are at the forefront of the country's competition in economy and national defense. For decades, Chinese science and technology workers have worked relentlessly. Their efforts remarkably improved China's high-performance computers and made China the world's 3rd country capable of developing supercomputers after the United States and Japan. From August 1st, 1958, when China developed its first digital computer, the 103 device, to the 1970s, the country's need for supercomputers was quickly rising. This encouraged China to develop its own supercomputer. On December 4th, 1983, the Yinghe-1 supercomputer was developed, followed by the Yinghe-2, 3, and 4 in close succession, making China one of the few countries capable of forecasting medium-term weather conditions for the next 5 to 7 days. In September 2009, China inaugurated the Tianhe-1, which was the country's first ever petascale supercomputer. During the 12th five-year plan, China made continuous breakthroughs in developing supercomputers. While Tianhe-2 remained the fastest top 500 supercomputers for 6 editions in a row, the list featured more and more supercomputers made by China. As of November 2016, China has 167 top-class supercomputers. The wide application of supercomputers raised the country's overall ability for scientific and technological innovations. Chinese superbrain, the Sunway Taihu Light, made international media claim. This symbolizes the successful transformation of made in China, and China's high-tech strategy is bearing fruit.